Hey everyone, this is A Gameplay and welcome back to Assassin's Creed
You there!
Valhalla.
What are you doing? If you wish to have words, come closer.
Well, this is my home, so why would I talk to you? Okay, so I have to find Sigurd again. It says that he's here, but I don't see the marker.
Let's see you, old friend.
So he's here, so I guess he's gonna be in the house. Brother!
You look like you know a thing or two about dice.
It's Eivor. Open the door. Come in, but keep your voice down. It will alert Harald's men.
Where will we live?
The English will fight back! The wars will never end!
Or they will push us into the Christian ways!
2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harald?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward. To newer lands. To England.
So the
And
assassins
there
want
make
that?
a new home.
Why?
A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages. I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing, in a land we do not know, among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a
least.
time of renewal for us.
Oh, do we take it or do we leave it? I mean, his father won't have any men to watch. Well, I guess some people are gonna stay here, so we leave the resources.
If you object, I understand. Let your father keep Kjotve's riches. England will have riches and cargo enough for us.
Good. I did not want this cloud hanging over us. It is a wise leader who considers the need of others.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that. And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
Okay. But this meeting is hard to miss. Even everyone's leaving at the same time. You.
How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
So are we really going to England? Speak to Sigurd at the docks. Almost every quest that I have is speak to Sigurd. I think I want to betray him at this point. I'll stop having to go and see him. Brother! What do you want from me again? Oh, so we're definitely leaving. They won't let us do that, though.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done. The dream of new lands is a powerful lure. As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there is a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
Well, I guess I'm ready, but the thing is, I'm supposed to be able to upgrade this home, I think. And I'm just gonna leave it?
Let's take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Of course they won't let us leave. We're under his reign now.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
Styrbjorn Jarl. Our men were killed as we patrolled nearby. And the word is, Eivor swung the axe.
What?
If the dead could speak, what would they say of their deaths, wolf-kissed?
They would tell you how they offered us insults, and how I slew them for it.
As the dead cannot defend themselves, a vergelt is wanted. 50 weight of silver for each life.
Really?
By law.
50 weight?
You will have it from me. A parent must pay the price of his children's folly.
That was generous, Lord.
Why England? Why throw away all you have for such an uncertain future? Here you could be a king's hero, Eivor. Your name known all across
Here,
Harald's
if I
many
kill someone, I need to
No.
pay.
I'll not be captive to another man's gaudy design. My destiny is my own to weave.
Eivor speaks for both of us, father. You gambled your honor, and you lost your family. I hope the trade was worth it.
Anger and sadness wrestle for my heart, but I am glad you'll leave this place alive.
He's a good father. Okay. There's so many visual bugs. So we're selling? Okay. Well, I guess.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into
If I would
those
have
bulls.
had the choice, I would have stayed there. Well, here. But
All right, you lazy backrout.
am I controlling it?
What's our course?
The sons of Ragnar
Yep.
established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them.
Am I?
Sing a song to lift our hood.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
I don't even know where we.
An ocean lies before us, Eivor.
So I
And
can't.
on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
I can only go
Know
straight.
England well from your travels.
Why?
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land. Lush and
Well, I
wild.
mean, okay.
By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Raven Clan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So
Okay.
to England, glory.
At this
and
point, I shouldn't even
destiny.
be able to control it because I can only go straight. So why am I? Why are you making me control the speed of it? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Wow, it really taken me a while to reach the title. I'm with her again. Yes. We're with Laila. We're with Laila. Is it Laila? I think it is. Where are we now? Smokes? That's not Laila. You're new. Are you Laila? You look dead. I'm really hoping that this is not Laila. Are you?
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever.
Dr. Circa went on to say,
"Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor."
Thanks, Sean.
It is Laila. Okay. She really doesn't look good. Huh?
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Is that Eivor? I'm using 2 axes though.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
That's me. I would never use a shield. Okay. Is there anything else that I can look at? This looks good. Can I do something? No, I can
beautiful. But it's not normal.
Well, I don't see... Oh, there you go. That's beautiful. We were just looking at clouds. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at this. I would be happy to see this every day. We're gonna go see our friend, I guess. There's something here. Can you go inside?
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Can I go inside this way? No? Okay. I'll go around, I guess. Here we go.
Oh, mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Is it just me or they changed the look of the characters? They're different now.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Okay. I'm just gonna look around first. Can I talk to you? Well, so why am I taking pills?
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge.
Hello, Laila.
Hey?
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, Then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Do I have to sacrifice myself like Desmond?
Sean has been busy.
Strange message. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time, so what is it? A cryptic sound file, voice unknown, with a signal beneath it. The signal was a code, led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a gravesite, a Norse warrior dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD. A few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is big news. If we have it right, question remains, how does these bones get here and why? Are we in New England?
You mind if I put some music on? Go for it. Cool.
Nope. Hey, but can I shut it down? Are you just gonna stay there? Can we do something? Please? Okay. Wow, okay.
That's quite nice. Soothing. Let's have a look.
Ooh, that's a lot. The messengers. Oh, this is a lot. Rebecca, before we meet at the site, I want you to see these. Last week, I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek and come across old notes. In the years I explored Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 Isu temples, most of which were buried beneath pharaonic tomb sites. Each temple contained an Isu message, clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the messages as they played. They may have been encoded in a way that only someone with an animus could see them. It's been a few years since I last heard these messages, so my memory is foggy, but the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust. Might be something to all of this, I don't know. Often I grasp outside of my area of expertise. I am enthusiastic, but often wrong. Let me know if something else strikes you. Laila. Message 1 excerpt. Layers upon layers of reality, each blurring into the next. Which is real and which is not? What if none are real? What if everything you know is false? We ran thousands of simulations, searching for the right version, searching for Desmond. Each one of them felt real, but there's no way of truly knowing, is there? Not for sure. Anything can be simulated, and finding the answer could mean erasure. Teasing the assassin maxim, nothing is true, must be careful not to confuse truth with facts, however. A language game you will always lose. Though we may stumble in our attempts to interpret it, the world, the universe, reality, what have you, it is always out there. I believe that, simulated or not. We could imagine a dozen nested simulations, and each one, on the level of itself, would constitute a full reality. Wolfram via Conway suggests the universe is a giant cellular automata. And further, there is a point where the difference between simulated and real is meaningless. In the universe where a simulation, what would it matter? The simulation qua simulation itself would be real, and therefore everything within it would be real within the confines of the simulation. Says a scientist, we're able to simulate pain in inducing only a few neurons to fire. No physical harm. I am in pain. The subject says, no, you only believe you are, says the scientist. This is meaningless as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be long. Message 2. No surprise, you were designed to have boundaries. After all, and one cannot speak of which one cannot conceive, the code equation that defines life. They are nested deep within every star, and every mode of dust, every second that passes is a word, a symbol, all part of an intricate yet simple language existing within the framework of time itself. It is the one rule which applies to us all. Emulate, inescapable. Immutable, inescapable. We know this. Humans were the instrument of an earlier species, the Isu. Resist the temptation to see superior, different. They were better suited to some task, ill-suited to others. Possessed of a mind that we cannot know. But that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an Isu? What is it like to be a bat? The implication that the Isu could read time is interesting, but if humans could read time, would it necessarily be in the same manner and for the same purpose? Whether constructed or evolved, or a little of both as we are, we cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same ends. A round disc on its edge is a wheel, on its side it's a plate. How we use something can often determine its value and its perceived purpose. Message 3. Break the codes, break the nodes. These walls tell a tragic story, a story we transcribe on our structure, on our artifacts, a story we could not alter, a mystery defying us in plain sight. We tried, our scholars and scientists, poets and physicists, bright minds, rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered. The story written into the walls of these rooms. The reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. The Taba catastrophe, a super volcanic event paired with the mass coronal ejection, was the beginning of the end for the Isu. It changed the Earth's environment, lowered its available oxygen levels, and generally fucked things up. The Isu never recovered, but by our estimation, the last remaining Isu died just a century after the catastrophe. From that point forward, humans, their creation, ruled the roost. This disaster was not unforeseen. Isu scientists had known about their impending doom for years, perhaps decades, before the catastrophe occurred. To protect themselves, they worked feverishly to find a solution. 6 methods they tried, but due to a toxic combination of hubris, political infighting, and bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved the most promising and was nearly complete when tragedy struck. It was this method that Desmond Miles revived when he saved the world from a second solar flare in December 2012. This voice laments the compounded failure of their species to save themselves, but the truth is broader than that. They, with Desmond, saved us. Success deferred. Then this message breaks the code, breaks the note, insistent and very puzzling. Message 4. Linear continuity is a simulation that allows for variation. Within the linear continuity, there are nodes, choke points, moments where algorithms converge to flow of superposed possibilities to a single moment, where only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid, continuous, nodes are static, changeless, and the wave function collapses the path into nodes which branch out again and again and again. Can you feel the waves collapsing, trying to course correct Desmond's acts of defiance? The incoming nodes needs the world to end. The algorithm have been carving the flow of possibilities toward the end for over 100 years now. Collapse the waves. Well outside my area of expertise. Must contact someone who knows this shit better. But what it seemed to be saying, the structure of space-time, the universe is built in such a way that certain events or cluster of events are compelled to occur. A bottleneck through which space-time flows, and one nearly impossible to avoid. There is something about this catastrophe, the one Desmond averted in 2012, that compels it to return, indifferent to our fear or pain. It is a tidal wave, rippling across the sea of space. It crashed once against the dike, and that stopped it for a time, but the sea rears back for another strike, and another and another. That gives some clarity to what is happening now, all around us, but it remains unclear now, to change it, especially from within Anonymous, a simulation within a simulation. Message 5. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are computation, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variation go from subtle to drastic. Your minds define how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blinded to. It was a necessity. If we could suddenly see time, that would not guarantee the same perception the Isu possessed. Let us speak of time as an entity, if we may. Let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that light is a perceivable fact. The ability to see this fact is in no way guarantees a sympathetic view. There are creatures stumbling around this earth that read light differently than we do, and for different purposes, humans see in a well-known spectrum. This sense of color is confined to 3 cones we possess. Yet nocturnal creatures see with a different scope, for a different purpose. Night stalking, hunting, lurking. They evolve in concert with their needs, and are new constrained by them, as are we. Light is only a fact, seen askance and used differently by different species. To suggest that we might read time is to imply we have a specific use for time. Acquired from the Eagle Bearer Cassandra 2018, this staff, one of many Isu staves known to us, it first and foremost medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has been known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average human and Isu lifespan, and is presumed to have the ability to resuscitate living creatures in critical or suspended states. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but this seems unlikely based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure perfect replication on a broad scale. It is able to detect erroneous copies and deploy reapers so long as its bearer remains within direct contact. It has been used as a weapon, infrequently, possibly by taking advantage of a tremendous power it draws from the Isu wireless energy lattice. The staff has also acted as a conduit or container for the personality of an Isu called Aletheia. It is not known if this personality is Aletheia, original's consciousness, or a simulation of the original, though most neuroscientists would call this a distinction without a difference. As of early 2019, the entity known as Aletheia has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as the so-called heir of memories, as Aletheia has dubbed me, remains unclear. My stuff. Pictures. Oh, this is pretty. Let's see what's in the trash. File corrupted. Mr. and Madame Bidot, my name is Laila Hassan. I was a friend and colleague of Victoria's both at Abstergo and in our subsequent freelance careers. In all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence, her humor, and her ability to focus, even in times of great stress. She was an inspiration not just to me, but to all those who work with her. I am writing to you now with the hopes of shedding some light on the circumstance of her death. I realize it must be strange to receive a letter out of the blue from someone whose name you have probably never heard, offering to explain the tragic loss of one so dear, but if you'll allow me, I will try. It was with your daughter in the moments leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partly to blame for blank. So she didn't send it. From Rami Hassan to Laila Hassan, thanks for clearing that up in such profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. So, I don't have COVID, no, I'm well isolated. It's just 3 of us traveling together, staying out of sight. Oh, so they implemented COVID into that world? That's kind of a nice Easter egg. So I should read this one first. Remy, forgive the short email. I wanted to call, but I'm not using phones right now, and my time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand, and nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for a blank. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story and I won't bother you with the details, but it wasn't for me, leave it at that. The group I'm with now I can explain not over email, but they're showing me things, giving me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view, but not without cost. In fact, I fucked up last year, bad, more than once, and I need to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic, it is, but I'm not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on my keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? A little? Here's the point, don't worry about me. I'm with a couple of people who I trust now. They've been at this a lot longer than I have, and they're going to see me through this, I promise. At this time next year, things will be better. The skies will be clear, the earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll be just like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them, and that I'm doing fine, your sis L. To that he responded, I don't like the sound of any of this, Laila, and I don't like where this is leading. Not using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number, I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so would bury me in a question I cannot answer. And to tell Father that you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about, how his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Is that why you're being cagey? Something else? Call him, call me, and stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know that you're safe. Ram. To Laila Hassan, from unknown sender, L. One last message after which all communication between us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own way of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made this mistake. They knew the risk, but they were sloppy. Left traces of their activity on everything. Digital fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen with us. My colleagues tell me the initial meetings went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence your new toy has on you. But they know better than most what it means to live with such a burden. I'm curious to know more about this heir of memories, epitaph. It is not a phrase we have heard in all our decades of research. In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more. If you are interested in proceeding, follow our instruction to the letter. If you are not interested, or if you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to Earth. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent. And now we have credible reports of a new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. It can feel like we're living through a Yeatsian nightmare. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. In many ways we are. But there is hope. There is a cure, us. In the past few months, we have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A message, a very promising message, that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. And to that she said, I'm ready. And they said, good. From unknown to Laila. L, would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagle? Laila Hassan, who the fuck is this? Unknown senders. You have a gift and a curse. The gift of old blood. The curse of not understanding it. We can help if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it. Otherwise, nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Okay, this one is worth reading, I think. Animus Session Report. Preface. The transformation of the Order of the Ancient into the Templars as we know them today has always been a subject of considerable debate amongst our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it onto our ends. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record. With some exception, it is commonly understood that the origin of the Knight Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and this indeed was the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the other makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier letter, this time from a hidden one in the region of modern-day Dorset circa 978 CE, makes mention of the Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. From this, we can safely assume that the Templar Order, as an entity distinct from the Order of the Ancient, existed at some point in the mid-10th century.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a a loss of faith. In himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up. Couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh, we'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy... God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
And he didn't have time to do that because he sacrificed himself. So we're done with that. Can I do something with this?
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
Well, I would use that if I would have it. I would always keep it with me. Okay, so what else? I'm gonna talk to you and then I'm gonna go back into the Animus.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds, fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
Oh yeah, so that's why we shouldn't keep it with us. Okay, yeah, let's go back in. So I guess the more we'll play, the more we'll know what's happening and why Eivor has two consciousness.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead.
So female and male. Yeah, she really looks sick.
Laila, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript if you're looking for something. I can go in.
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the Earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
England.
There she is. England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory.
Do we have a
The
mother?
Kingdom of Mercia,
Mother?
largely unpacified.
Whatever.
There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set.
No one's ramming.
We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars. All standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. Well, let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes, I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd,
Reach
do
off
the sons
the
of Ragnar know that
settlement.
we're coming?
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit.
Well-
Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Dag. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
Oh,
We
this.
carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them. Like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god.
Where's the
A
hammer?
bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
So again, I cannot control where I'm going. It's just going on its own.
Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dad. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot.
Practice
Someone has
drowning.
to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled.
What's this? Oh, it's ore. Okay.
Come to. Stop the boats. Pull up over there. The way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it somewhere in that camp.
What a good way to minimize the access from a
We'll
river.
stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
So we just arrived here and we're gonna enter an enemy camp. Aren't we supposed to live here? Do I just go in or?
Here, vigilant.
Oh, I need to sneak. No, sneak. What sneak? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so I just go for the chain, right? Whoop. Right on. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I shouldn't be sneaking in. Oh, a
Poorly
chest.
anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
So did the guy just go down and... Yeah. He's not even attacking me. That's easy. Give me arrows and then I can go. Yep, I'm coming. And I didn't even kill a single soul. How do I sit? Sit, please. Sit. I'm back to the boat. Can we... Okay, there we go.
Fine work.
Oh, now we're ramming.
Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Are they still...
Ravenous.
No.
I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive.
So that was
Should
weird.
have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be remade? We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick. And ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, Dog. The ruins are not a warning. They're a testament.
Is that where we need
Look
to
there,
go?
just ahead. Where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something is
Yeah,
right.
I'm pretty sure they're not
Good
gonna
eye.
be happy to
There's
see
too
us.
little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find?
No. Let us get a closer look.
I'm still wondering why we went here. Like, this is so dumb. I know it's not fun to be like, to become a Jarl when you were a king, but I mean, it's peace.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a Jarl. And if they are foes,
If they are friends.
then we fight them all, together.
Okay, so here we go. If I'm able to duck. Is it doing it on its own?
Who are these men?
It is.
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
Can I leave?
Oi, what's this? A mess
Oi.
of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there? Give us your name.
Oh, they're bended.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckraut, and draw your weapon.
Yep. Let's go.
Kill these heathen bastards!
Who do you think you are? Who hit me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not fair. We're warriors. So who do I need to kill now? Ow. Stop throwing dirt in my face. Who do I need to kill? Where? Oh, there we go. How many men do you have? I'm killing them and they seem to all come back. Whoa. Wow. It shows that I haven't played in a while. I'm having trouble in combat. Kill them! There we go. How many are all left? One. Oh, a couple. I'm gonna get the archer first. Nope. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't see the red or yellow. You. He doesn't even want to fight, and I killed him. There we go.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I will check the longhouse.
The longhouse. There we go. So they're not here anymore. Are they dead? Maybe? I doubt that they would have given this place away without a fight.
Who are you?
I'm trying.
Are you with those brigands as well? Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all.
It's not their
keep
name.
horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
Were they lying? I'm starting to think that they were telling
What
the
are you
truth.
thinking?
We could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine.
We're gonna
Right,
settle
Dag?
here.
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
This is the place that
Janli,
we're gonna improve now.
Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you.
Great.
From strangers into friends into family.
Well, it's always a good start when you
others have arrived.
already
Come.
have a home. We just arrive and
I
we
have a
don't
good
have
feeling
to
about
build
this
anything.
place.
This is ours now. Ours.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
We had 2 raven sail and 1 red and white. Now it's 2 red and white and 1 raven sail. So I guess I thought I was going to play there, but nope. So this is mine. Nice. Wow, that was fast.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct. And where are we? Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call
Can I
this place?
choose? Can I choose?
might have an idea.
Tell me I can choose.
Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
Aww.
I like
I
it.
wanted to choose.
Poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build, expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
Yeah.
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work, my dear.
So
What
we
else?
stole a longhouse to bend it, and now we're gonna raid the village around us. This is pretty cozy. Cozy. Nice. Okay. So this is gonna be it for now. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.